Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Free Daily Coaching. I'm not sure what is going on this morning. Looks like a glitch on webinars on Air's end, and I have a Hangout set up for the entire month so that everyone should be registering just for once for the month, but it doesn't, as far as I can see, it doesn't look like it has carried over. Usually when I go into the back office, I can see the registrants and I can see that you guys are registered for today. So if you don't get an email tomorrow morning reminding you, then we'll have to make a new link. And I may just go back today and create a new link starting from tomorrow for the rest of the month. And it could have been yesterday. There was some weird things going on Facebook and Google. So who knows how that interacted on the Webinars on Air platform, but obviously something happened. So what I did was we still had yesterday's webinar, like yesterday hadn't occurred. So all I simply did was go over and change yesterday's to today's date, and it fired up the webinar for us. So it looks like we are up and running. Give me 2 seconds. I want to grab a coffee beverage and I'll be right with you guys. All right. So we're here on a Tuesday morning, and I thought that here in the new format that on Tuesdays we're going to do a little Techie Tuesday, some tech tips for your home-based business. So if you either have a home-based business, maybe you're doing some direct sales, maybe you're a multi-level marketer that's learning to use an online platform, or maybe you just have a product or service. Maybe you have a company and you're starting to market online. Well, what we do here at the Free Daily Coaching Call, the Hangout / webinar that we do each and every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific, is on Tuesdays we do a little home business tech tips, and we show you ways to use the technology that we have to your advantage. And we show some shortcuts. We show, sometimes we'll show shortcuts. Sometimes we'll just show some cool tech tips or a tool or a feature that you could access to improve and enhance what it is that you're doing. So that's what the tech tips are all about. I want to say good morning and welcome to each of you that are here, both those that are watching live on YouTube and those that are visiting us here live and that are attending the webinar. I also want to say congratulations to a lot of our visitors this morning. A lot of these people have been working on some sales funnels over the last few weeks. We've had quite a big project, and a lot of these people have been working on some sales funnels and getting them all completed. So super excited to see all of the work that people have been doing, and congratulations to each and every one of you that's been taking action and getting results. So good morning to each of you. I see so many of you guys are here this morning. Good morning and welcome. Let's say hello to some of the regular people that are here. We got Chris Schaus is here. Good morning, Schaus in the house. We got Mr. Steve Suri is here. Clive Jeffrey, as always, is here. We have the lovely Miss Angel Belachowski. Mario is in the house. Judy's here today. Leanne is here. We've got the Summers ladies, both of them, both Colorado and California. Ladies are here. We got Debbie Deerdorf here. We've got people popping on, and I'm just reading from over on the chat. So good morning and welcome to all of you. This morning, what I thought we would talk about is a little bit, of the tech ideas and some tech tips as far as blogging and capture page systems and right, and PDFs, and how do those all how are all of those things correlated? How is that one cohesive unit? Well, and a lot of times when we're talking about our online properties, we're talking about attracting visitors to our property, and then from there sharing information. And during that process of sharing the information with people, a lot of times we're going to capture their information through a capture page system, right? Through a capture mechanism. We're going to then communicate back with them via email. A lot of times what we want to do is we want to send them information, right? We want to, and maybe it's a decent amount of information, and we want to send it to them in, say, a PDF format. And so if you're not familiar with a PDF format, in most cases, and not in all, and some now they have editable PDFs, but in most cases, when you get a PDF file, it's a file, it's almost like a picture file, in the sense that when you get the file, it's not changeable. So it may be a written document, but you can't change the document. And let me give you an example. And this is for those that may just not be familiar with, hey, what exactly is a PDF, and why is it different than other files? Well, it's the type of file that a PDF is, and I'm going to open one up so that you can see, and I'll do a screen share. So the type of file that a PDF is doesn't allow for editing. So let me do a screen share, and here is a copy of a page from a PDF that I recently created. So here you can see that there's a PDF image, and when I click on it, right, when I go to click on it, I can't do anything. My computer just makes the bonk sound, right? I can't edit it because it's not an editable image. So I can look at it and I can see it, but I can't click. Even when I click on it, I can't do anything. So in essence, a PDF is really, if you break it down, it's really kind of like a picture file. It's like an image file. So what do we do with our image files, and where do we put our image files when we want to have images that we want to share online? Well, if it would be an image that we would want to use, let's say and let me do a screen share. Let's say it was an image that we wanted to share over here on Facebook, and we just wanted to come over onto Facebook and share a picture. Well, we could simply grab the picture from over in our picture folder over here, and we could say, hey, I want to add this picture. Okay, so I'm gonna add this picture, whoops, to Facebook. So let me close that PDF. And if I wanted to, I could do it a couple different ways. I could come in here and add a picture through Facebook's platform. I could open up my files, right? And I could go into my files, and I could just go in and grab this drop of water picture, and I could drag it and drop it over here onto Facebook, right? And it will upload into Facebook. So what's happening here is I'm copying the picture from my folder onto Facebook. Okay, so I'm not transferring the file itself. I'm literally just making a copy of the picture and then putting it over onto Facebook. Now, what's the difference if I do that than if I come over here to Free Daily Coaching, or if I come over to, let's go over here to my website, to burtbledsoe.com. What if I want to put an image, let's say, in an article, like one of these articles? These all have images. What if I want to put an image over here on my article or somewhere on my website? Well, I can't simply just copy the image from my computer onto a page over on a website. And the reason is this: my website entity, or like a piece of real estate on its own, just like Facebook. And since Facebook is a big company, when you copy a picture over to here, Facebook is now hosting the picture. and they're providing the storage and everything. When I come over to my profile, we'll leave that page. When I come over to my profile and I go to photos, all these photos that Facebook has uploaded in their area, if I cut down my account, if I shut down my account with Facebook, all these pictures, unless I have them on my computer, they'll be gone, right? Unless other people on Facebook are using them, but I won't have access to them because they're being hosted by Facebook. Now, all of these pictures I uploaded from somewhere, so I most likely have them. But for this example, and why I'm teaching this specific point, is because the pictures that you use on your website have to be hosted. They have to be put somewhere. So if you have a blog, then you can upload them to your blog, to your media area. And let's do that. Let's go over to my blog and look in my dashboard. And I'm using a WordPress blog. So I'm using the WordPress backbone with a theme. And I'm going to go over here to my library, and I'm going to show you that there's a bunch of different images. And these are images that I've used all over my website, right? All of these different images are images that I've used for different areas of my website. And you can see a lot of the different features of my header, my logo, different images that you saw that were on some of the posts I made. And then a bunch of these images, like all this, some of these crazy toucans and stuff, are stuff that it came with. Then you can see a bunch of more images down here that I've uploaded, right? All kinds of images. Okay. So all of this is in my media library. So it's actually being hosted here on my blog, right? So all of these pictures are being hosted here on my blog. So the reason I'm showing you this is if I scroll all the way to the top, you'll notice that one of these images, it says graphic PDF master PDF. So if I go to this, I can see that it's being hosted here on my blog. Why is that important? Well, if I want to now put a link anywhere to that PDF or put that picture or that link anywhere, I can, because now it's somewhere online. It's hosted online somewhere. Just like I could send someone to this picture online. That's a picture of me and Patricia Sweeney. Here's one of me and Jonathan. Okay, so let's go to this picture. So here we can see this picture at the top has its own URL. So if I went like this and copied that URL, I could come over here, paste it. So I could put a link to that picture, and there it is. But it would take someone back all the way back to Facebook, right? Well, I don't want them to do that. I want it to be hosted. I want to have the hosting of my pictures or my images, or in this case, a PDF. So I simply uploaded it into the media library, and now I have a URL just like that picture does. And I'm going to copy that URL so I can show you that now that's hosted somewhere. There's an actual spot to go to where that picture resides. And you can see that now you can get to it. You can't change anything to it, but you can click on it and it's a functional PDF. So if you're trying to share information, whether maybe that's in the form and you're trying to put something together like an ebook or a small print newsletter, or maybe your tips and tricks, something that you're trying to give away in the PDF format, this is an easy way to be able to do that. You take your PDF, you upload it to your blog as media, and now you have a direct URL to be able to point someone to. Now the actual PDF isn't just on your computer, it's actually hosted somewhere on the web, and for people to get to it, they would need that direct URL. And so you could now put in a hyperlink to go to that direct URL. You could make custom links. You could do all kinds of different tracking ideas to be able to point to that specific link that you created, so that you could now track who and where people are visiting that link from. So I'm going to open the question and answer briefly over on the chat portion and the type in question and answer. I don't see any hands up. So unless someone, and if someone has a question, they can raise their hand. So So this, so if we don't have any questions, then that will be it. That is our home business tech tip for this Tuesday. Really simple, easy way for you to be able to share a PDF. And maybe you wanted to have a PDF that you wanted to share on a capture page or a website, and you didn't know how to do that, right? You had some information that you wanted to share, but you weren't quite sure how the mechanism and how that worked. That was it. Okay, Mario has a question. Mario, let me bring you over and we can ask that question. And we'll try to bring Mario over. If not, Mario, when you come back, we'll have you type in the question. I have seen people say they go to their domain hosting and make links there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I know I'm not sure if there's a question there or what exactly you mean and why you would do that. That is through your domain hosting. So this is through my hosting. Well, it's the same type idea. I have a blog that's hosted somewhere, right? So because my blog, this bertbledsoe.com, is hosted somewhere, this is where I'm making a link through my hosting. I'm uploading it just to my blog site. If I wanted to do this in a even more technical way, I could, Chris. If I really, really wanted to, I could go to cPanel. I could go to this, and I think this is it. Let me see. There's Chris is the way that you're talking about is a little bit different. Let me type in here. And see if I can't find it. That's the wrong one. That's for our next client. Okay, hold on. Okay, there. Oh, let me make sure because that's right. All right, well, I'll go back and reset my password. I'll show you guys that one on a different time. The only way that what they're doing is you can actually go the back way into your blog. So this is if you didn't want to upload it onto your blog itself, like I just showed, you could go back into your cPanel via your hosting provider, and you could go into your files that way, and you can go into the backend file tree, and you could add it that way. So you could upload the PDF that way. I think that would be it's a lot more technical, and it would be a lot more difficult, and across different places, it's going to look different. So if you use GoDaddy, it's going to look different than if you use HostGator. And if you use Bluehost, it's going to look different than if you use One-in-One. So depending on who you're using as your hosting provider is going to look a little different. So I would simply do it through your blog. It will be a lot easier. Okay, a blog question. Could you link that PDF to a picture on your blog post? Yeah, absolutely. Let me show you how you would do that. You would come in here and let's just say I was going to write a new post, and I came in here, and this morning we're going to write a post specifically on how to do this, what we're talking about, how to create a how to create and share a PDF online. So let's say we put insert text here. Okay. There's a bunch of text. And then here, we're going to put in a picture. And we're going to grab that picture from our media library. And so let's just say that we have this picture of this tree here. And we're going to insert that into our post. And there's the tree. And let's say we wanted it to be over to the left. So we take the tree and we tell it to be over the left. Now, here, when I click to the edit button up top, where I can adjust it left and right, I'm going to go ahead and click that edit. So I could caption the tree. I could give it some alternative text. I can adjust the size of it, the center, the right. And then the media file, it says link to media file. I could say link to attachment page or custom URL. So when I say custom URL, then in this case, so let me just hit update for right now so that I can just leave this. And the reason is I'm just going to go open another window really quick. And I'm going because I wanted to copy something and I don't want to have to go back and forth. So I'm just going to open a window over here really quick. And I'm going to go into my media and I'm going to grab that PDF so I can show you as a real-time example. So I'm going to go over to this PDF. I'm going to copy that URL. Okay. And then I'll just close that window. And so over here, I'm going to edit this picture and we'll say custom URL. And then in that box, I'm going to paste where I put that PDF, right? And then I'm going to go like this and hit update. Now I'm going to hit publish so that that's a real page. And then we'll go and see the page. We'll go see what it looks like and we'll see if that actually worked, what we showed you. So let's make sure that that gets published. Okay, so here's the link to that page. Okay. Let's just go view the post. We'll click that button. Will take us to go and view the post. Let me shut down Facebook right now because that's probably taking some resources as well. So we'll go in and click this button to actually test to make sure that it actually works. Seems like it's taking a minute here. Okay, I'm just, it closed my whole window. That's not what I wanted to do. So let me go back for you. All right. So I just made that as a fun test post because we didn't categorize it. We didn't tag it. We didn't do anything. We're just going to go and look at the post. So here's the post. Okay, here's the page that it shows up on. Here's we can see the text. We can see it has the about me. So we can see all this stuff that's on the page. And then here we can see that when we're up here, it's just text. And then we come down over the picture and it links. You can see the little hand. So let's click on the hand and look, it takes us right to that PDF. So that is how you would link a blog post or a PDF to the picture on your blog post. So hopefully I answered that question and you were able to do it. No worries that you brought it up on that other technical one. It's just it's a longer way to go back in. And the reason for that, Chris, is really on some more advanced things that you would want to do with your blog. And we can do that on another morning when I have it all set up to log into my cPanel. We can show some of the things that you could do to be able to upload files directly to your blog. And it shows some it gives some diversity in your blog and being able to really customize it, adding some custom fonts and to make the text look different and all kinds of different things that you can do if you know exactly where you're going and what to do and know what the steps are. If you're trying to figure it out while you're doing it, that's what makes things so challenging. And I would encourage you, if you're a home business owner and you're having some tech challenges, what I would encourage you to do is simply reach out to someone that you know in the industry that's been doing this, and reach out to them and see if they can assist you in the challenges or the obstacles that you're having. Because really a lot of the frustration and the time spent isn't even finding it's not even implementing the solution. It's trying to locate the actual solution. And so a lot of times we're spending all this time and energy trying to find an answer that's so simple. For example, just the other day, I was trying to do a visual effect and make a little ripped piece of paper effect like I was seeing someone else do. And so I was doing, I literally probably spent 45 minutes to an hour. And that wasn't the first time that I've done that on that specific project. And it was simply just going out and getting a tool. That was it. Just go get the tool. I was like, oh, that was so simple. So something like this can be very, very complicated if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So hopefully today's lesson in home-based business tech tips, we were able to show you how to effectively create and share a PDF online. And that's simply done by using your blog to host the PDF as media. So let me just check. Yes, so someone asked, you take a document or a PowerPoint slide and save them as a PDF. That's exactly what I did. So in this case, and I'll do one more screen share and show you, in this case, I was working on a project, and I'll make this bigger. I don't know if it will go bigger. No, it won't go bigger. This one won't. But so I'm working on this project, and here you can see that I have the master file is a Keynote. Over here, it's a Keynote file, which is like a PowerPoint file. And so what I did, so here's where I'm using it as a PowerPoint where it can actually be edited. And when I went to save it, I simply exported it as a PDF, or in a PC, you would save as probably, and save as, and you'll change it to the file form PDF. And so I saved it as a PDF. And when you see down below it, I have the graphic PDF master, and it's the PDF format. So I have still both of those formats. So that's exactly what you do. And you could simply just open up any Word document. Here I'll open up a Pages, which is the same as a Word doc. And you can simply open it up and do this is a test. Okay, and then instead of just saving, right, just file and saving, I'm going to export it and export as a PDF, or save as a PDF. I want the best image. I'll hit next. It gives me the ability, just like anything else, to title it test PDF. Right, I'm going to put this on my desktop so I can find it really easy, and we'll export. And there it goes. Now it's exported as a PDF, so I can close this because I don't want it as a page. Right, I don't want it as an actual document. And when I go, and let me stop sharing really quick so I can find it on my desktop. Okay, so right here. So let me go and screen share, entire screen share. Okay, so I found this test PDF. So now I'm just going to click on it and open it in my window. And you can see here it is. Here's a picture of that page, and I can't change anything, right? It bonks me out. So that's it. I just created it right from a page or a PowerPoint. So that's exactly right. So that looks like all the questions. It looks like we had a good little session this morning, and we're glad that here at the Free Daily Coaching Call, we're able to share home-based business tech tips each and every Tuesday with you, So if you want to join us live, simply go over to www.freedailycoaching.com to register for our live webinars, or visit us over at bertbledsoe.com, and you can find a link down below. Come over and visit us over on our blog, or maybe you're watching this video on our blog and you want to find out more about what we do. We'll simply click on one of the links down in the article below, and we'll tell you even more about how we build our home-based business and how we can help you to do the same. Thanks for joining us here at the Free Daily Coaching Call. We'll see you the next time.